Shalom, shalom, call out, yeah, Bashim, Bashim, Kakadash. Behind the wheel, once again, on the move. Drop a few thoughts, just meditating on that I seen. Man, with this new generation, it's over. Only thing left, really, is to put chips in these people, the MOTB, and to bring the ride for the lamb, which is Yahweh Shai, man, because I'm going to start from this point with the children, man. You know, children was a selfless thing. You know what I mean? Selfish, for y'all that don't know about you, selfless is about other people. So, for the longest, people will have children to better their race. You know, the scripture says, when you meet a future, in Sirach 26, I believe, when you meet a fruitful possession through all the field, sow it with thy seed, trusting in the goodness of thy stock. So, you know, you meet a woman that got good upbringing, good morals, believe in Yahweh, Bashim, Yahweh Shai, and you have the same, you know what I mean, you get with that woman, you have children. And that environment, you know, hopefully, you know, it's not guaranteed, but, you know, train up a child in the way they should go. That environment will, you know, produce productive children. You know, of course, you have your rebels, rebellious sons coming out once here and there, but trusting in the goodness of thy stock. So people had children to better their race, because children are, well, supposed to be the better generation from the previous one. But of course, in this world, they're the worst generation from the previous one. You know? And Sirach 14, it tells you that the earth gets weaker with age. And not just the earth, but the people of the earth. So everything is backwards. But, you know, people will have children to better their race, you know, because they the betterment of the previous generation. Also, people will have children for the love, because that's the best thing, you know, a woman could give, you know, her husband. You know, a woman deeply, really deeply, deeply love a man. You know, she want to give him a baby. Because, you know, she want to take his seed, put it in her incubator, you know, and Salakia, allergies bother me a little bit. Put it in her incubator and push it out, whining and crying, baby wrapped up in a towel, blanket, and the woman give it to you, here's your first son. And you be like, wow, you did this for me. You know, you be proud, because that's one of the best gifts, if not the best gift, a woman really could give a man, his firstborn son. You know, and then on the flip side, you know, a man, he would marry a woman, make her honorable, make her a wife, and not just that, he would give her his seed, making her a mother. You know, and that's a joyful feeling for her also. You know, not going through the labor pains, of course, but once the labor pains and all that's over, you know, she forget about all of that, and, you know, she see her baby, she's crying, she's full of tears and joy, you know, she's happy, you know, as long as everything is healthy and good, right? So, you know, people also, you know, had children to better the world. So having children was kind of like a selfless thing. It wasn't just like about you. You know, it was for like a selfless reason. But with this fucked up world, man, things have reversed. a lot of people don't want children. A lot of these newer people, they're like, man, hell no. This fucked up world, I ain't having no kids in this fucked up world. Because one thing about children, I'm going to say one word, is environment. The environment that the womb that they in, the environment of the carrier, the woman that's bearing them. Because if she's stressed out, going through things, that has an effect. If she taking her, prenatal pills or vitamins, and, is she walking and exercising and so on. The environment, when they come out, when they being raised in, the schools they go to, all the way up till they get to a certain age, till they develop their personalities. And then you could, let them go, which is like 12, 13. And then at that point, they is who they is kind of after that. You probably just give them some advice here and there, whatever. But the main thing is environment. I could say a lot more, but that one word sums it up, environment. So now, people was like, this world fucked up, fuck trying to better it. I'm not going to bring a kid to better this world. This world going to fuck my kid up. Especially if they not have the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua rolling with them. The Lord could still have mercy, but you definitely need the Spirit of the Lord to guide you through this world. So now, come to the point, children have become a selfish thing, meaning that the people that are having children, they having it. A lot of guys really not beat, they slip up, they like, oops, I got her pregnant, or some dudes just ruthless, but it's not, they just spill, knocking shit up, just like whatever, not really thinking, especially Jake just spilling seed everywhere, like fuck it. But women are more manipulative and deceptive, right? So a lot of these women, this go back to Jacob with Leah and Rachel. They try to, she said, well, Leah said, I'm glad I'm having a baby for my husband. Maybe he would love me, because Jacob had his eyes fixed on Rachel. So trap babies go back to the Bible. That ain't nothing new. Nothing's new under the sun. So you have more selfish reasons that women, so they like, I want you to stay with me. So you got to understand something. You got to, I'm just on point a little bit for where I'm at, because I pulled over. But, these different neighborhoods out here, you got to kind of be mindful. But even in the daytime. But, and it's getting hot and shit. So, but anyway. Trap baby. So the woman, she would try to, for selfish reasons. One of those selfish reasons is for you to stay with her forever. And she know that even if you was to leave, she got something that belongs to you, which is your child. And if she has more than one, it's just like it's like kind of like a python. So when a python wrap one coil around you, that's just to secure you. But when he wrap a second coil or a third coil, that's to really, really lock you in, to make sure you're not going nowhere. That's what snakes do when they like double coil you like that, because the apply extra pressure and to squeeze you even tighter and lock you in. It's just kind of like putting one blanket on you, then you put another blanket to make sure that person is like extra warm. If you put 5 or 6 blankets, you just securing the warmth even more. So it's the same point. So that one of the selfish reasons that babies is being born And, I'm tied in. What we running on? 10 minutes, probably like a 20-minute video. But just something to think about. Babies being born is because selfish reasons like to trap a man. But the guy really don't get trapped. In a sense, some of them do. But they really be gone mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. But they physically be there. Right? But once they have, and they think the guy, will stay around for a while. Because marriage, if you marry a chick, you divorce her, you give her half of your shit, whatever, you could get whatever you lost back in time, with time and effort, Lord willing. You ain't got to see the bitch again. But once you have a kid with her, it's a little different. A Styles P said it the best. He said, married to the game, but never have a kid with it. You know what I mean? Because marriage is like, all right, whatever. You took my shit. We had out, whatever. Boom. Even some women I deal with, I don't have children, but they try their best to try to get a seed up out me. And hey, shout out to Chief Gabar, Supo, strap up and pull out. He was the master of pushing that. You know what I mean? So I always kind of knew it had a heads up from coming in the truth at an early age. But anyway. Another selfish reason is the women have the children for self-gratification, right? Because when you have a baby, babies are cute. And you get to dress them up. I mean, Jake, unless you an Edomite or some type of heathen, Israelite babies are cute. They gorgeous to look at, and they just, ain't she so cute, right? And so the mother gets this, praise. Oh, what's her name? This and that. Oh, she's so cute everywhere she go with her. So she get to go to these cheap, different clothing outlets, put different outfits on them like a doll. And get praise, especially from other women, from everywhere she goes. And she get this praise up to the baby from an infant all the way up to about 2 years old, maybe 3 years old. But past 4, that shit is gone. So she get this praise, like, oh, she's so cute, this and that, this and that. And another selfish reason is that, see, when you love people or love something, you have a fear of not loving you back, because love, or putting your emotions, they form of love, putting your emotions on a line for something, you taking a chance of getting burnt, whether it's a friendship, a relationship, whatever. So people have love issues, hey, I'm not afraid of lions and tigers and bears, but I'm afraid of loving you. Hey, that's some real shit though. So, but with a baby, women are allowed to have something to love without the fear of it not loving them back. So you don't have the fear of getting your feelings hurt. And with a woman, the most important thing to her is her feelings. So when you're able to have a safety net of picking up this baby, or maybe correcting the baby and so and such, and the baby's, mommy, I love you, I'm sorry, mommy, that is a wonderful feeling. So that is another selfish reason. But this is the fucked up part. And once the baby turn like 3, 4 and start walking and talking, become rebellious, that feeling is gone. And then they start all over and have another baby, and they start the feeling all over again, right? The praise and all of that and all of that. All the way up probably to menopause until she get her tubes tied. These are the women that seeking to have children, right? More off of a selfish reason than a selfless reason. And this the fucked up part for the kid. So once the kid turns, so the selfish reasons, once that guy leave or don't want to be involved like that no more, or not around as much, the woman wanted to have the kid because of the guy. She never wanted the kid. The kid was to trap the guy. So once the guy is gone, the whole reason for the kid is obsolete now, but the kid is a human being, so it's there. So some women even, one bitch drove her kids off the bridge into the fucking water. I forget this bitch's name. Some of them like threw them in the ovens and was wild, like crazy shit, because the guy left. And the reason she had the kid was for the guy, to lock the guy down. So when that didn't work, it's like, oh shit, now I'm stuck with this baby. So now the kid is fucked up. Hey, what Fabulous say? The shit is fucked up, and I don't think the baby got a clue. You know what I mean? And the song Sacrifices, check that out. Sacrifices, Fabulous when you get a chance. Nice song. You know, it's fucked up, and I don't think the baby got a clue. You know? So that's one thing. Then another part of the selfishness is once the baby turned 4. See, parenting was hard. You had to go to work, come home, mommy, I'm hungry, and the kid keep nagging you and you get pissed off. But now parenting became easy through something called the internet, the phones, the left-handed Urim and Thummim. You sit the kid, I've seen this over and over again. You sit the kid in front of a tablet. Now, a tablet might cost $50, $100. You might could get a used one for $30, an old one. You know, put the internet on it, maybe $15 a month. You put a hardcover case on it, maybe a $20 hardcover case, and you sit that kid in front of that tablet for hours and hours and hours while they 4, 5, 6, 7, while they in kind of like a toddler stage. And you play repeated shit over and over again. You won't hear a peep from them fucking kids because they mind is locked in the matrix. 18 minutes. Okay, I gotta finish this point. They mind is locked on the internet. And Salakia, just being circumspect. They mind is locked on the internet. So they don't even notice that they fucking got hungry. They don't even, you be like, damn, that motherfucker been in there 12 hours. He ain't even like asked me to make him some fucking chicken nuggets. I made him some chicken nuggets, but he ain't even come out to eat them because his mind is so into the computer and into the tablet. It's like become like an addiction. So your mind, your body is there, but your mind is like totally in another fucking world where you don't even really feel that you're hungry. Then once they turn a little older, like 8, 9, you keep them on tablets and phones, but what you do, you give them the fucking Xbox, the PlayStation 5. And not just they have that, these games are online. So they have the Call of Duty online. They have all of that shit online. 12-year-olds, 9-year-olds, 11-year-olds, 13-year-olds. They in that room playing that game. And all the parent got to do is buy them the latest game out. And even when that game get old, you have to, they got boards that you could download. You could download extra. They keep upgrading the game. So they don't look like Grand Theft Auto 5, right? They got different bundles and packages and add-ons to the game. They coming out with a 6. And when they do, people is going to be fucked. That shit is, the world is already asleep. And you know, Esau played with those 6s. You know what I mean? So that Grand Theft Auto 6, man, that game is gonna fuck people up. I stopped playing the game, but I might play it maybe twice a year for an hour, but I stopped playing that because I see the damage that's being done, and it's easy for you to get caught in that shit, right? Grand Theft Auto 6 with the online, and they might have a new system coming with it. The PS6 with the Grand Theft Auto 6 coming out June 6th. Some shit like that. You know what I mean? Because that's how these devils do. That's going to fuck people up. And the kids stay on these games all the way to his fucking late teens, early 20s. No job ethic, no work ethic, none of that shit. He get fat. He don't want to work out. He don't got no push-ups. None of that shit. Now, the girls is different. They play games too, but not like boys. Their reality is fucked up too, but in a different way. But we ain't got enough time for that. But by the time he looks up, he don't even know that he was raised by a fucking computer. A father, you could find a father online. These different gurus and these, podcast niggas, you could call them up. You could inbox them. You could hit them on the comic board, and they give you advice like a father, like an older brother. So now you got like a digital father. You got a digital big brother. You don't need to go outside. You don't need to go nowhere. Matter of fact, school. Once they put school online in the house, because that's what the 15-minute city's about. These devils don't want you going nowhere. The robots about to do shit. 15-minute cities. Total recall shit. Everything virtual. You in a virtual world, virtual reality. So everything is accessed online. Case in point, no lie, quick testimony. 23 minutes. Quick testimony. You can't rush the spirit, but 23 minutes. Quick testimony. Yesterday, I did a Uber ride, dropped the lady off. She left her phone in here. I got the phone. It was an old beat-up iPhone. It was cracked. It was broken. I finally answered it. It skipped a couple of times. I was on a ride. I finally answered it. She was like, "Oh my God, please bring me my phone." She was like panicking. "Please, sir, please, 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 sir, please, sir, please, mister." I was like, I'm like, yeah, I got it. Like, when I'm done what I'm doing, I bring you your phone. It might be tonight, but I'm not about to stop what I'm doing. And she was like, "No, I need my phone." So she called her husband. This is a good man. He must really love this woman. This motherfucker, because you could track the phones, you know. This motherfucker hawked me down. I'm in motion. He had to been running lights or some shit. And was like, yeah, you know, like my wife's phone. He was nice about it. He wasn't like a dickhead. Because I wasn't trying to keep it. I told her I'll bring it to her later. I'm about to stop what I'm doing and bring you your shit because you left it in my car. And down here, things more spread out. Like, it could take like a fucking whole half an hour. Like driving from fucking New Jersey to fucking Brooklyn just to bring you your shit back. So, like, I'm like, nah, hell no. But this motherfucker hawked me down and got her phone and took her phone back. He gave me a little cash tip or whatever. And I thought, like, wow, amazing. But I thought, I'm like, shit, I had to take once, you know, the trip, you know, I sat at the light, just like pause. And I thought, this is the MOTB generation. Like, to put MOTBs in these fucking people, it would be nothing. It would be so easy. Now, the older people, you know, the Bible Belt millennials, you know, Gen Xers and shit, all these, you know, people who grew up in the 90s and fucking early 2000s, like, you might get a little kick from them, a little kick. You know, old school Christians and shit, you know, certain faiths in Islam or whatever, you might get some kickback. But the new generation, after Generation Z, is called Generation Alpha. So Generation Alpha is the children of the ones that's around now. So these little 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds, 20-year-olds, their children is Generation Alpha. And man, they gonna be fucked up. These little 9-year-olds, 7-year-olds, 8-year-olds that you see, that's Generation Alpha. That is the MOTB. That is, it gotta be. It gotta be. Because they ain't nothing but robots. You are merging man with machine at that point. They would not be. Imagine if a fucking blackout happened. Attention is like a drug. What did the Lord say? Men shall be what? Lovers of themselves? Because everybody is about attention. Look at that Rolling 60 case out in California with Big U in them. A lot of them dudes fucking telling on themselves on the internet. Why? Because off of attention. Everybody now could be a celebrity. You a YouTube celebrity amongst niggas. Before you was just like a hood celebrity. Now you could get on the internet and you could be a celebrity amongst niggas everywhere. And if you're not into stuff like that or into watching stuff like that, you won't know who these niggas is. But if you a street nigga, you know, you'll be like, oh yeah, nigga, I seen you, yeah, nigga, this and that. You become known. So what people do is they start yapping and running off at the fucking mouth. Even if they telling stuff that's not true, or even if they telling things that are true, they need to harvest the attention. Attention is powerful than fucking coke, dope, fentanyl, heroin, any fucking drug you want to name, sex, alcohol. Attention is more powerful than that. Self-glory. To where a man, you know, the feds even said it. They was like, yo, we got most of our evidence on this case from the podcast. People running their fucking mouth, subconsciously or consciously, trying to make an image of themselves. This shit is crazy, man. So only thing left, I'm at the half-hour mark, but anything left, man, to drop that MOTB in these motherfuckers, man. Wait for the ride for the lamb. And these kids don't even got a fucking clue. I was watching something, man, and the mother said, that ain't how I raised you. And the child screamed back. She was like, you ain't raised me. TikTok raised me. Or Instagram raised me. And the mother ain't say shit. She kind of was cut. Because parenting became easy. You ain't got to deal with the headache of a child. Just buy them the latest fucking Matrix online gadget, and them motherfuckers will spiritually drift off into an unknown world inside their mind. They won't piss, they won't wash their ass, they won't eat a chicken nugget, they won't go to the fucking bathroom. One dude I dropped off, this nigga said, yo, I got 3 kids. They're around 11, 12. They like teenagers. In between like 12 and like 14. He said, yo, I don't even see them and they live in my house. They stay locked in a room all fucking day. And that's what the devil wants. And with that, shalom. Call out Yahweh Shem Yahshua Shalom.